Hello, hello. Hello, hello. इसको भी on. Hello, hello. 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 मैं बोलती. Hello. Okay, good morning everybody. No noise. Good morning everybody. Yeah, good morning. That's how you should wish. That shows, it should be a little energetic, right? If you all are not having that energy, then how will I address you all, right? Yes? Yes. Oh my God, they came before you all and they are so much energetic. What happened to you all? Yes? You all are feeling sleepy? I see you all yawning. Trust me, Babu, seeing your face, even I'm feeling damn sleepy. Trust me, Nilanga, I swear. Yes, you're feeling sleepy? They were making you wait for so long, right? But you all came a little late compared to them, right? Yes? Still you're feeling sleepy? Okay, did everybody have breakfast? Yes. No, only they had breakfast. You all did not have. Why I can't hear? And you children, you all are hiding. Why you all hiding? Hiding? No? Okay. Okay, fine. No problem. Let's begin. So once again, good morning, everybody. My name is Ivana. I'm today's host, and I'm really glad that I got an opportunity to host the event. So I hope, children, you all know what are we going to have here, what is happening around, right? Yes, children? Yes? You all excited? Yes. Wow, wow, wow. Give yourself a big round of applause. I really like. Maintain this energy for another 2 hours. Trust me, there'll be presentations. It's all for you. It's about neuroscience. Make it in the short form. What is science? Biology, physics, and chemistry. That's it. So your science has been divided into 3 parts. Okay? Don't worry. Let me just begin. Okay. So once again, good morning, distinguished guests, respected educators, members of the press, and dear students. It's an absolute honor to welcome you all to a truly historic moment, the launch of Student Education Diagnostics in India. Today, we are not just attending an event, we are witnessing the beginning of a transformation in how learning is understood, measured, and empowered. On behalf of the entire SED team, I extend a very warm welcome to each one of you to the SED Learning Intelligence Summit 2026 here at Hotel Daspalla, Hyderabad. So now I request our esteemed delegates and dignitaries to kindly join us on the stage. Your presence here today adds immense value to this initiative, and we are truly grateful to have leaders and visionaries like you shaping the future of education. Now, the first name I would like to call on the dais is Mr. Srinesh Valabaneni. Please let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Yes, can I have him on stage, please? So, he is a visionary leader who is redefining how education system functions. His mission is clear: to make learning more intelligent, personalized, and impactful. Over to you, sir.
I have to speak now. Okay. Yes. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ma'am Seema, for taking your time in honoring us. Thank you all, Ashley, Eric, Jacqueline, and Joe. Thanks for coming all the way. They crossed oceans to see us today. I didn't much prepare about the speech because I want to speak out heartfully. So because of you, because I'm going to see you all here, young hearts who's going in and out to the school every day, learning your academics, proving yourself with the results that the school is providing. So we are, I don't know if you all have briefed about what we are. We are Student Education Diagnostics. So what this company do is, we identify if there is any challenge in your learning pattern, which means if whatever the full potential, the exams, when you are writing exams, right? The full potential for you is 100 marks. If somebody is getting 65, 70, 80, so there is a gap between 80 and 100, the 20%, right? Between 65 and 100, the 35%. That 35%, why that gap exists is what we do. We don't teach subjects, right? We are a celebration to the student life. Okay? So we don't test you for marks. There is no pass or fail in our assessments. We just understand how your brain is processing while you're reading, while you're writing exam, and then help you to tell you about yourself, how your neurological brain is functioning when you're looking at math, how your neurological responses are happening from the brain when you're reading language, right? How many of you, let me put the question this way. Among you, there are really good students in math, right? And then the same student may not be much interested in languages. Am I right? Yes? Yes. So some of the students are really good in languages, but then they don't like math. Make sense? Right? So my company addresses those challenges. Every one of us, every one of you was born with the same intelligence level. There is no difference between a child to child. But when we are reading, when we are knowing, when we are trying to understand the subjects, we process them differently. So when a teacher is teaching you in the classroom, every one of you, if there are 40 minds sitting in the classroom, all 40 minds understand differently, right? So when you're understanding the difference between a kid who is understanding one way when compared to the other kid, that is the gap that we are trying to find out, right? So I'll give you a simple exercise, right? Not an exercise, it's a fun thing, right? If anyone can come with me here, anyone can join me, any 6th, 7th grader, I'll come to you. Anyone would like to come here? It's just a fun thing, trust me. Just a fun thing. Perfect, come. Can you play the one that yes, come. This is not clear. Is it clear? Can you read from there? Perfect, come. Let's go a little backward. Let's go behind the cameras so you can see it clearly. Can we go through, Andy, once? Excuse me, can we go through? Is it visible from the back? Yeah? Okay, perfect. Come this way. Come here. Okay, yeah. So whatever you're seeing on the screen, right? It is said wrong. It is misspelled by purpose, okay? But you don't have to pronounce how it is written. You have to read what it means. For example, one, you don't have to read morning. It is morning, right? You can understand? So now read it. I'll tell you a magic.
One morning at school, the principal announced a very strange situation. A huge chicken had escaped from the local farm and was running around the schoolyard. The students think it was a joke, but suddenly the chicken burst into
The
classroom wearing sunglasses and a long red scarf.
Now, one more time you read the same paragraph.
One morning at school, the principal announced a very strange situation. A huge chicken had escaped from the local farm and was running around the schoolyard. The students think it was joke, but suddenly the chicken burst into the classroom wearing sunglasses and a long red scarf.
What's your name?
Bhargav.
Bhargav. Sorry. So this is what we do, right? In our exercises, right? So Bhargav, when you can notice, the first time he struggled. It took almost 1.5 minutes for him to read. For the second time, he read it in 30 seconds, right? Internally, what Bhargav did is, he processed through the cognitive thinking. Even though it is challenged, Bhargav went through his cognitive thought process, went through his reading, right? It made it easier, correct? So that's what we're going to do. This is the company that makes your education more simplified, more understandable, more connected. We make it more emotional, right? So once every student gets connected to education, that's the best gift that we can give to the teachers, right? Because everybody is cautious, is trying to understand what teacher is saying, right? So you'll get connected very much, and then your results will fly, right? Now you all understand what we do? We do the same thing with any subject. This is just an English, and this is not an English subject we teach. We are trying to understand your cognitive thinking, right? What else I can, do you have any questions? Like, we're going to take your questions later, and thanks for the opportunity given to me. Thanks a lot. I'm excited to see you, meet you all here. Thank you for coming in.
Okay, I should call the guest name. You're going to felicitate? Yes. Okay. Okay. As we proceed further, thank you so much, Mr. Srinesh. Now, Mr. Srinesh Walabani is going to felicitate our guest. The first name I would like to call upon, I would like to invite Miss Seema Bhopana, the director of Sri Chaitanya Educational Institution. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause. The next name I would like to call upon is Mrs. Ashley Samlock. Can I have you on stage, please? The CEO of Student Education Diagnostics. Please welcome her with a big round of applause. Children, as you're coming on the dais, I hope you please giving a big round of applause, please. It's an honor. Next, I would like to call upon Mrs. Jacqueline M. Clem. Please welcome her with a big round of applause. She is a mental health and well-being specialist from Frankfurt University. Yes, please give a big round of applause. I am excited to see the guests over here. They have come from so far. They've crossed all the oceans, right? And last but not the least, I would like to call upon Mr. Joseph Salazar. Can I have you on stage, please? Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. With the Masters in Engineering and Management in Aerospace from the University of New Orleans. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. Yes, as I told, last but not the least, I would also like to call upon Mr. Eric on the dais, please. Yes, he was looking, I'm like wondering. Yes, please welcome him with a big round of applause. Okay. And now I would like all the guests once again to please come up on the dais for the lighting of the lamp, please. I would like to call upon once again Mrs. Seema Bhopana, Mrs. Ashley, Mrs. Jacqueline, Mr. Joseph, and Mr. Eric on the dais. This is a great beginning, is marked with light, symbolizing knowledge, wisdom, and new possibilities. So lighting of the lamp to mark the auspicious beginning of the transformative journey. So this is just, I would like to let all the guests know this is a tradition in India that we begin any new auspicious day with the lighting of the lamp so that the day goes well. It's a very auspicious. Please can you hand over the, can we begin with the lighting of the lamp ceremony, please? Yes. from here, background.
Please give everybody a big round of applause, and we're going to further proceed to the next step. Photographers, I keep taking the moment to click the pictures.
आराम से
Slowly, okay? The guests are here. I hope everybody please cooperate with the photographers as well. Thank you so much. I request all the guests, thank you so much, and you have to please take your seat. Let's begin with the program. So to all my guests, the photographers are just telling us to come and quickly stand so that they can take the pictures. So here the language they speak mostly is Telugu followed by Hindi. So it's very easy whenever they are saying anything, it's just that they want to click pictures, nothing more than that. So thank you. With this slide, we ignite a new era of learning. To truly understand the vision behind SED, let us take a moment to experience it. Yes, thank you so much. Now I want everybody's attention. We are starting with the program. Yes? Can I have everybody's attention, children? I hope you all can see the screen, because next I want all your eyes on the screen, right? Children, take this as a golden opportunity, because practical knowledge is really important in India, right? Do you all believe in practical? Yes? I think theory everybody knows. I have also done that only throughout my education. But practical knowledge is something where you all can implement in your theoretical classes also. Once you get a practical knowledge, you're easily able to clear your exams theoretically, right? Yes? Do you all agree with me? Children over here on the right side? I will not forget. Trust me, as a teacher, I need to look everybody, right? Children, you are still excited? Yes? All the eyes on the screen. So let's please direct your attention to the screen on exclusive audio-visual presentation showcasing how SED is revolutionizing learning through natural intelligence and neuroscience. Now, once again, we have here firmly welcome Mr. Srinesh, B, founder of Student Education. How education system function, his mission is clear: to make learning more intelligent, personalized, and impactful. So yes, Mr. Srinesh Garu is already here. Children, eyes on the screen. Please do not disappoint your guests, because there'll be one round where guests are going to ask you all questions as well. No sleeping moment, okay? Please, it's just a matter of 2 hours. Yes, let's welcome Mr. Srinesh Garu. He's already over here. Big round of applause, the founder of Student Education Diagnostics. So in case you need this mic, also you can. What do you want? Yes. There is a presentation.
So turn it on.
Every child enters the classroom with dreams. Dreams of learning, growing, and becoming something extraordinary. But for generations, education has tried to measure every student with the same scale. Marks, grades, ranks. But is that the true measure of intelligence? Because every mind is different. Every learner is unique. Every student has a different way of understanding the world. What if education could truly understand the learner? Introducing a revolutionary approach to learning. Student Education Diagnostics, SED. A powerful system designed to understand how students learn, think, and grow. SED goes beyond exams. It identifies strengths. It uncovers learning patterns. It reveals the intelligence within every student. Trusted in the United States as a future skills program, SED brings the science of learning intelligence to the world of education. And now it arrives in India. SED helps parents understand their child better, support their strengths, and prepare them confidently for a global future. Our neuroscience-based assessments identify your child's learning style, strengths, and areas that need support. So learning becomes easier, not stressful. No comparison, no pressure. Your child receives a personalized learning plan designed around their natural abilities and confidence building. Parents stay involved at every step. With regular feedback and guidance, you can clearly see your child's learning journey. We assess students before and after the program, so progress becomes clear. Skills improve, confidence grows, thinking becomes stronger. Your child earns a certification aligned with USA standards, helping them stand out for future opportunities. SED gently introduces global exam thinking frameworks, helping students develop smarter problem-solving skills early, preparing them confidently for international education pathways. Because when education understands intelligence, every student can succeed. To prepare students not just for exams, but for life, Student Education Diagnostics has designed a unique program that goes beyond academics. Introducing VIBE, a future-focused learning experience designed to make students truly future-ready. VIBE offers 3 powerful pathways for students to discover their potential. Foundational program designed to introduce students to science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Immersive learning for grades 1 to 12. A hybrid learning model combining online and offline engagement. Accelerated thinking development designed to sharpen intelligence and creativity for grades 1 to 12. A hybrid plus program focused on mastery and real-world application. Guided learning and innovation, helping students transform ideas into impact. The VIBE experience focuses on 4 powerful growth outcomes: thinking clarity, expression power, problem navigation, self-confidence boost. These 4 pillars create visible transformation in every student. Behind VIBE stands a global community of world-class educators and industry experts, all working together to ensure a child's complete 360-degree development. The future belongs to those who are prepared. Now is the time to make the right decision. Now is the time to make your child future ready. Student Education Diagnostics, SED, USA, India, Vietnam, Georgia. USA's trusted future skills program. SED Learning Intelligence Summit. Revolutionizing learning with natural intelligence and neuroscience.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Srinesh, for setting the tone for this incredible initiative. Please give a big round of applause. Yes. Yes, there is one more version of this that is in your language, that is Telugu language. Yes, children, you all are ready? No? Making faces? Yes? Okay. But before that, I have been noticing something. Children, this is for y'all. And to all the photographers, nizanga cheptunna valaki em kanpistaledu. So all the children, if you are unable to see, especially the right hand side, you all can just stand whenever the presentation is going on. Okay? I see that you all are so much struggling, right? Yes? Yes, to all the photographers, please, when the guests are here, they have cooperated with you all for clicking the pictures. I request all the photographers, valaki em kanpistaledu, meeru Telugulo play cheyandi, Hindilo play cheyandi, ade ఇంపార్టెంట్. మీరు ఎలా చేస్తా అంటే చెప్పండి, బికాస్ చిల్డ్రన్ హ్యావ్ మై హార్ట్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫర్ చిల్డ్రన్ అండ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు మేక్ ద మోస్ట్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. Because practical we are lacking behind, and I want all the children to understand about the practicality. So please, all the photographers kindly cooperate as we are cooperating, right? Children, is it clear? And that side, all the girls, yes? Yes, good to go. Telugu version, please.
కలతో తరగతి గదిలోకి అడుగు పెడతారు. నేర్చుకోవాలనే కల, ఎదగాలనే కల, అసాధారణమైన వ్యక్తిగా మారాలనే కల. కానీ తరతరాలుగా ప్రతి విద్యార్థిని ఒకే విద్యా ప్రమాణాలతో కొలిచే ప్రయత్నం జరిగింది. మార్కులు అవేనా నిజమైన మేధస్సుకు కొలమానం? ఎందుకంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కరి ఆలోచన విధానం ప్రత్యేకం. ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ నేర్చుకునే విధానం వేరు. ప్రతి విద్యార్థి ప్రపంచాన్ని అర్థం చేసుకునే తీరు భిన్నం. విద్య నిజంగా విద్యార్థిని అర్థం చేసుకు విప్లవ SED విద్యార్థులు ఎలా నేర్చుకుంటారు, ఎలా ఆలోచిస్తారు, ఎలా ఎదుగుతారు అనే విషయాన్ని అర్థం చేసుకునే శక్తివంతమైన వ్యవస్థ.
SED పరీక్షల కంటే చాలా ముందుకు వెళ్తుంది.
ఇది విద్యార్థుల బలాలను గుర్తిస్తుంది. వారు నేర్చుకునే విధానాలను విశ్లేషిస్తుంది. ప్రతి విద్యార్థిలో దాగి ఉన్న మేధస్సును వెలికి తీస్తుంది. అమెరికా సంయుక్త రాష్ట్రాల్లో ఫ్యూచర్ స్కిల్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్గా విశ్వసనీయత పొందిన SED లెర్నింగ్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ అనే శాస్త్రాన్ని విద్యా ప్రపంచానికి తీసుకొచ్చింది. ఇప్పుడు భారతదేశానికి చేరుకుంది. SED తల్లిదండ్రులకు తమ పిల్లలను మరింత బాగా అర్థం చేసుకునేలా సహాయపడుతుంది. వారి బలాలను ప్రోత్సహిస్తుంది మరియు గ్లోబల్ భవిష్యత్తుకు వారిని ధైర్యంగా సిద్ధం చేస్తుంది. మా న్యూరోసైన్స్ ఆధారిత అంచనాలు మీ పిల్లలు నేర్చుకునే విధానం, బలాలు మరియు సహాయం అవసరమైన ప్రాంతాలను గుర్తిస్తాయి. అప్పుడు చదువు సులభమవుతుంది, ఒత్తిడిగా అనిపించదు. ఎటువంటి పోలికలు లేవు, ఎటువంటి ఒత్తిడి లేదు. మీ పిల్లల సహజ ప్రతిభను మరియు ఆత్మవిశ్వాసాన్ని పెంపొందించేలా ఓ ప్రత్యేకమైన వ్యక్తిగత లెర్నింగ్ ప్లాన్ రూపొందించబడుతుంది. ప్రతి దశలో తల్లిదండ్రులు కూడా ఈ ప్రయాణంలో మార్గదర్శకత్వంతో మీ పిల్లల అభ్యాస ప్రయాణాన్ని మీరు స్పష్టంగా చూడగలుగుతారు. ప్రోగ్రాం ముందు మరియు తరువాత విద్యార్థులను అంచనా వేస్తాం. అందువల్ల పురోగతి స్పష్టంగా కనిపిస్తుంది. నైపుణ్యాలు మెరుగుపడతాయి, ఆత్మవిశ్వాసం పెరుగుతుంది, ఆలోచన శక్తి బలపడుతుంది. మీ పిల్లలు అమెరికా ప్రమాణాలకు అనుగుణమైన సర్టిఫికేషన్ పొందుతారు. ఇది భవిష్యత్ అవకాశాల్లో వారిని ప్రత్యేకంగా నిలబెడుతుంది. SED విద్యార్థులకు ప్రపంచ స్థాయి పరీక్షల ఆలోచన విధానాలను సున్నితంగా పరిచయం చేస్తుంది. దీంతో వారు చిన్న వయస్సులోనే మెరుగైన సమస్య పరిష్కార నైపుణ్యాలను అభివృద్ధి చేసుకుంటారు. ఇది వారిని అంతర్జాతీయ విద్యా మార్గాలకు ధైర్యంగా సిద్ధం చేస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే విద్య నిజంగా మేధస్సును అర్థం చేసుకున్నప్పుడు ప్రతి విద్యార్థి విజయం సాధించగలడు. విద్యార్థులను కేవలం పరీక్షల కోసం మాత్రమే కాదు, జీవితం కోసం సిద్ధం చేయడానికి స్టూడెంట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ డయాగ్నోస్టిక్స్ అకాడమిక్స్ను దాటి వెళ్లే ఓ ప్రత్యేకమైన ప్రోగ్రాంను రూపొందించింది. ఇదిగో వైబ్, భవిష్యత్తుకు సిద్ధం చేసే ఒక ప్రత్యేకమైన అభ్యాస అనుభవం. వైబ్ విద్యార్థులు తమ సామర్థ్యాన్ని కనుగొనే 3 శక్తివంతమైన ప్రోగ్రాములను అందిస్తుంది. మొదటిది
కాంప్రిహెన్సివ్ స్టీమ్ ఇమ్మర్షన్
ఫౌండేషనల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. విద్యార్థులను సైన్స్, టెక్నాలజీ, ఇంజనీరింగ్, ఆర్ట్స్ మరియు మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ ప్రపంచానికి పరిచయం చేయడానికి రూపొందించబడింది. గ్రేడ్ 1 నుండి 12 వరకు ఇమ్మర్సివ్ లెర్నింగ్. రెండవది యాక్సిలరేటెడ్ కాగ్నిటివ్ డెవలప్మెంట్. ఆన్లైన్ మరియు ఆఫ్లైన్ను కలిపిన హైబ్రిడ్ లెర్నింగ్ మోడల్. వేగవంతమైన ఆలోచన అభివృద్ధి, మేధస్సు మరియు సృజనాత్మకతను పదును పెట్టడానికి రూపొందించబడింది. గ్రేడ్ 1 నుండి 12 వరకు. మూడవది లాంగ్ టర్మ్ మాస్టరీ అండ్ రియల్ వరల్డ్ అప్లికేషన్ పాత్వే. ఇది హైబ్రిడ్ ప్లస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. విద్యార్థుల ఆలోచనలను ప్రభావవంతంగా మార్చడంలో సహాయపడుతుంది. గ్రేడ్ 1 నుండి 12 వరకు. వైబ్ అనుభవం 4 శక్తివంతమైన అభివృద్ధి ఫలితాలపై దృష్టి సారిస్తుంది. ఆలోచన స్పష్టత, వ్యక్తీకరణ శక్తి, సమస్య పరిష్కార నైపుణ్యం, ఆత్మవిశ్వాస వృద్ధి. ఈ 4 స్తంభాలు ప్రతి విద్యార్థిలో స్పష్టమైన మార్పును తీసుకొస్తాయి. వైబ్ వెనుక ప్రపంచ స్థాయి విద్యావేత్తలు మరియు పరిశ్రమ నిపుణుల గ్లోబల్ కమ్యూనిటీ ఉంది. అందరూ కలిసి ఒక విద్యార్థి సంపూర్ణ 360 డిగ్రీల అభివృద్ధి కోసం పనిచేస్తున్నారు. భవిష్యత్తు ఎప్పుడూ సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నవారిదే. ఇప్పుడు సరైన నిర్ణయం తీసుకునే సమయం. మీ పిల్లలను భవిష్యత్తుకు సిద్ధం చేసే సమయం. స్టూడెంట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ డయాగ్నోస్టిక్స్ SED, USA, ఇండియా, వియత్నాం, జార్జియా, అమెరికా విశ్వసించిన ఫ్యూచర్ స్కిల్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ SED లెర్నింగ్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ సమ్మిట్. నేచురల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ మరియు న్యూరో సైన్స్తో లెర్నింగ్లో విప్లవం.
Okay, with this we come to an end. Please give a big round of applause. And I would like to thank Mr. Srinesh once again for setting the tone for this incredible initiative. Thank you so much. Please give him a big round of applause. Children, I hope, yes, do not take the advantage of darkness and you all do not sleep, right? No, right? You all understood? Why do you see so many sleepy faces? Yeah, seriously, you all sleeping? Yes, did you all understand? మీ భాషలో కరెక్ట్ కదా? ఇప్పుడు ఖచ్చితంగా అర్థమైందా లేదా? లేదు, ఇంకా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి లేదా? ఎనీబడి హ్యాస్ డౌట్స్? నో. ఇఫ్ యూ ఆల్ హ్యావ్ డౌట్స్ యూ ఆల్ కెన్ రైట్ ఇట్ అట్ ది ఎండ్. వీ విల్ డిస్కస్. యూ ఆల్ కెన్ ఆస్క్ ద డౌట్స్, రైట్? ఎస్, ఎస్. If you all don't have doubts, if you have everything, then guests and all, they will ask you questions. Remember, it's Atithi Devo Bhavo. You should not disappoint our guests. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Srinesh. Please give him a big round of applause once again. Thank you so much. But yes, this is just the beginning. We have more to go, yet to go. Now, I would like to call upon Ashley, the CEO of Student Education Diagnostics. Please welcome with a big round of applause with a strong global perspective and leadership in education, innovation. Ashley is driving SED's mission across borders. So she's going to welcome with a keynote address. Please give a big round of applause, guys. Yes, over to you, ma'am.
Good morning, guys. It's so nice to talk to you this morning. I am Ashley Sambalak, and in addition to working on this special project, bringing it here to you, SED, I'm also an English teacher and a French teacher and a second language curriculum writer from Texas. Do you know Texas? Yeah? Okay. But I don't have a horse. I do have a cowgirl hat, though, and definitely some cowgirl boots. I'm really excited to be here with you today because just like SED, this is my first trip to India. But I'm even more excited because you are in the room with me today. And my speech, my keynote this morning, it is for you guys, not anybody else in here, but I'm talking specifically to you. I think you're standing at one of the most exciting moments in your lives. There is so much future, so much opportunity, and open doors ahead of you. You may not feel it right now, but I can see it for you. And I hope by the end of the event today, you're just as excited and seeing that too. I have something special to share with you this morning that I believe will help shape the entire trajectory of your future. Surprise, it is not your grades. It is not your test scores. And it's not even the degrees that you're eventually going to earn. Yes, all of that does matter. But what will matter most is what you do with those building blocks. So I want to talk about your voice. Specifically, your ability to take everything that you know, everything you think, Everything you've worked so hard to learn and communicate it to the world clearly, confidently, powerfully, and in multiple languages. You might be stressing about the competition you feel around you. You probably notice that the world is not short on smart people, and it's not short on hardworking people. And you've probably seen a lot of really brilliant minds around you with great ideas, whose ideas never reached their full potential. It doesn't mean that their ideas weren't good enough, but sometimes that happens because the person behind the great ideas didn't have the communication skills to make the world stop and listen to them. But that will not be you. I want to ask you to think back to a moment in a language class. How many of you, everybody speaks more than one language, right? Can you show me how many with your fingers? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Okay, very good. So lots of language class moments in here to draw from. Think about a moment in a language class, maybe it was English class, where you were told to wait before you could use the language. That you had to learn the vocabulary first. That you had to master the grammar perfectly first. Practice all the rules first. And then maybe if you got all the rules and the grammar and the vocabulary right, you could actually use the language to talk to someone. Maybe you could play a game, have a conversation, or do a project. But getting to use the English or the language was the reward for getting through the hard part. Think about it. How did that make you feel? I don't know what your answer is yet. Maybe I'll get to ask you later, but I do know how it feels for most students that I work with, and I know how it felt for me when that was my experience with learning language in school. It felt slow, frustrating, impossible, unreal, disconnected maybe. Like I had to learn how to build the car before I could drive the car. And I want to let you know some good news that after my time spent studying language acquisition, how our brains were meant to acquire language, I know that this traditional but common model is backwards. You don't have to learn a language before you can communicate. You learn the language by communicating. The doing isn't the reward. The doing is the learning. And when teachers and programs like SED understand that, then everything can change for the learners, for you. Something incredible happens when you start doing from the very beginning. Yes, you do make mistakes. Yes, it is messy and imperfect, but we also, as the learners, have to become comfortable with that discomfort and comfortable with making mistakes, because mistakes are how we learn. And I want you to remember this feeling that I'm going to talk about. So when it happened for you before, or when it might happen for you in the future, it's a really special feeling. It's the moment when you say something in another language, a new language for you, and someone understands you effortlessly. Maybe you make someone laugh in a new language, or you express an idea that you couldn't have expressed a month ago. Ooh, that moment is electric, right? It feels good. It doesn't feel like school anymore. It feels like power. It feels like possibility. And you don't need anyone else to motivate you anymore suddenly, because you felt what language can do for you, and you want more of it. And a student who has felt what learning can do for them is unstoppable. I know that because I have seen it over and over, and I want every single one of you to feel it. And there's one more important thing I want you to understand. That kind of experience doesn't happen by accident. It happens because a teacher or someone from your school cared enough to design it carefully for you. SED cared enough to design it specifically for you. Great curriculum, the kind that maps out not just what you'll learn, but what you'll do with what you learn at every single step. It makes the difference between a language class that feels disconnected, impossible, and pointless, and one that changes your life. I've dedicated my career to writing that kind of curriculum for students because you guys are really important. and ensuring that learners have the kind of experiences that help them do something with their learning. You deserve programs where every lesson builds on the last, where nothing is wasted, your time is valuable, and where you're always moving forward with purpose. That's exactly what SED's work is built on. Detailed, thoughtful learning targets designed around you, not a generic student, not an average learner, but you and how your brain works, how you process, and how you grow to the next level. You guys are growing up in a world that is more connected than any generation before you ever has been, right? The borders that used to separate countries, people, cultures, economies, they're thinner than they ever have been before. So you are the young people who are going to lead in that connected world, who will innovate in that connected world, and who will build things and change things and bring the world together. You will be the ones who can move between languages and cultures with confidence and fluency. Think about what it means to speak multiple languages, to be multicultural and multilingual in that kind of connected world that is your future. You speak more languages, but you also think in more ways. I saw how many fingers were raised for how many languages you speak. You think in more ways. You see more perspectives than those who only speak one. You can walk into a room anywhere on the planet and build a connection, make an argument, share an idea, close a business deal, start a movement. That's what's waiting for you. And you deserve a program that's not just about filling you up with content, but about building your creativity, your problem solving, your emotional intelligence, and social awareness. Because those are the skills that allow you to apply the building blocks and everything that you know. They allow you to think on your feet, to adapt and lead others. And when those skills are combined with the ability to communicate across languages and cultures, you become someone the world cannot ignore. You're already remarkable. I've enjoyed getting to take pictures with you and meet you, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you a little bit better, but I can already tell that this is a remarkable group of students. You're already working hard, you think deeply, you're dreaming big. And what I want for you and what SED wants for you is to empower you with a voice to match your vision. A clear, confident, multilingual voice that carries you as far as you deserve to go. You already have something to say, and SED is here to help you say it. Thank you.
Okay, so this time I need not tell to give a big round of applause. Yes? Children, see that $1 million smile you'll have got. So if you have teachers like Ashley, I think everybody will attend the class, right? Nobody feels sleepy, right? So let me say, as she has given an introduction as an English language, ma'am, right? You teach English. English and French, okay. French, I have no clue, but coming to English, let me tell you, in India, even I have passed out, I am MBA graduate, but children, in India, children like to bunk classes, especially the language classes. English, Hindi, Telugu, they feel like they can clear the exams without. Yes, children, how many of you think about bunking? Arey, yaar, it's English language class, we'll do it. Yes? Children, please can you raise your hand? How many of you feel like we can clear English language subject without attending the classes? Yes? How many? See, all are smiling. Y'all can raise your hand, no problem. Don't worry. Y'all can just say, nobody's here to judge you. That side over there, all the girls over here, yes. So it is very famous in India, you know, till college, they all like to bunk the classes English language. But if we have teacher like Ashley now, I think nobody, you'll get from every student 100% attendance. That is for sure. So once again, please give a big round of applause to Miss Ashley. Thank you for your powerful insights. Now, education is not just about performance, it's also about well-being. So to bring that critical, I would like to invite, she is none other than Jacqueline M. Clem. Perspective, she is a mental health and well-being specialist from Frankfurt University. So please give her a big round of applause. Her work emphasizes resilience, emotional strength, and holistic development in learners. So let's welcome Jacqueline. Please, I want a big round of applause. We have wonderful teachers over here, and I think everybody had their breakfast also. We're having wonderful ma'am over here. Ma'am, over to you.
Yes, I am very tall, as you could tell earlier today, so I always need to adjust the microphone. Good morning, everyone. I am very glad to be here with all of you this morning. My name is Jacqueline Klemke. I am not a teacher. I'd like to leave you with that as a first thought. Instead, I am a coach. I'm a life coach and a business coach. I hold an MBA, a couple of other things, and I work with students like you in schools doing mental health and well-being workshops. What I contribute to the SED program is the emotional literacy part. Now you might think, what does emotional literacy have to do with me and with studying in the first place? And I can tell you a lot. And it's the essential bit, because that is what can make learning fun. And in order for that to happen, you need to understand a little bit about how you study, how you best study, and how your brain works. Now, I have 2 children at home. I have 2 girls. One is in 1st grade, her name's Lily, and one is in 3rd grade, her name's Emma, and I'll tell you a little bit about them as I go through my speech, okay? Because I'd like to share a little bit about what they have learned, because, you know, I'm their mom and I get to save the day every now and then and help them out with some things that they might struggle with. And it has nothing to do with academics. It always has to do with attitude, all right? So let's dig right in. Now, imagine a day when you came to school in the morning and something happened. You had a fight with your sibling, you were stressed out because you wanted to be on time, and there was a lot of traffic, so you just about made it, and you feel all the stress building up in your body. You think that's a brain that's ready for learning? It is not. Now, let's talk about your friend. Your friend came to school super relaxed. Everything's cool, had a nice breakfast, had a nice chat with his or her friend, sitting in the classroom. You think that child's ready for learning? Yeah, I bet he or she is. And what is the difference? The difference is what is generally called emotional regulation. So this means that you get into the classroom and your brain is like open to learning. It says, hey, come on, information, let's get in. I'm curious, I want to learn. Now, if that happens, that is the perfect prerequisite for learning. But if you're stressed out about something, and it could be anything, you know, in my workshops, we ask kids about the things that stress them out. And it could be anything. It could be academics, could be assessments, could be conflicts at home, could be friendships. Anything that stresses you out will just be a barrier to learning. So what you need to learn, if that ever happened to you, and I'm sure it has, is how to reduce that stress level, how to make sure that your brain is open for business, okay? So that is the first thing that I'm going to cover in the curriculum that I've developed for SED. So that's one thing, you know, fear, failure, distractions, pressure, they're no good for learning. So that's the prerequisite. That's before anything can happen. Brain needs to be open for business, okay? Now, the second thing I'd like to talk about is the fact that your brain is not fixed. You might be struggling with certain subjects, right? Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. My daughter, Emma, in preschool, when they first introduced subtraction, her brain was like, sub what? And she experienced that several times until she came to believe she is bad at subtraction. And it then built into she's bad at math. And I kept telling her, that is not true. You're an intelligent girl. You got this. And then mommy came in to save the day, and over a period of not just a day, but several weeks and months, we actually changed the attitude. You know what she tells me now? When I ask her about math, she goes, oh yeah, Mom, I got this, okay? So that is why when you say to yourself, I am bad at languages like you just did, I'd love to skip those English classes, then you're setting yourself a barrier inside your brain. Then your brain will come to believe that. And then at some point you might be out there thinking you're not good enough, but you are. Okay? And that's also something else that I'd like to teach you, how to overcome those negative beliefs that can be so limiting, how to make sure that you don't think you're not good enough. Because there's let me tell you, as a coach, I can tell you there's enough people out there who would think they're not good enough, and I don't want any kid in this room to be one of them, okay? So that's going to be part of the program, to understand how that is happening, because the brain can learn, and you can teach your brain how to learn better. And that's the next thing I want to talk about. Now, generally, or very often, in school, you get all this information, but not necessarily how, you don't necessarily get to develop how you learn, right? Like, for instance, a lot of students take notes, lines of text, page after page, right? And you think, oh, it's going to sink into my brain somehow. Well, you might not be that learning type, right? You might be missing the learning technique, like, for instance, mind mapping, which I love personally, because my brain thinks in associations. Okay? So that's going to be something that we do as well. We're going to be talking about learning techniques like that. And I'll give you one of my personal examples. Back when I was in grad school, I took economics as a minor. That was before I did the MBA, long before that. And we had to study economic theories. And there's lots of them, right? So I took these big sheets of paper, divided them up into 4, one theory per page, and I would put them up inside my apartment on every door I had. And I thought that was a smart move, right? I had put everything down in handwriting, and every time I walked by the door, I'd pick a theory, and I'd just recite it to myself. And that worked fine until the day of the exam. You know what happened? The professor asked me a question, and I said, bedroom door, lower left-hand side. And I could exactly remember where it was physically, but I couldn't, for the life of it, remember what it said. You know what struck me? I have photographic memory. And because I kept looking at these pages and thinking that this was my learning technique that would get me going, I ended up not being able to, I still passed, you know. It was still passed, it was still good. It was just one question I couldn't answer. But that day showed me that understanding how your brain works and how your brain best learns, and maybe deviate from some of the studying habits that you've developed, writing things down over and over again, is something that can help you also in your studying. Now, the next thing I'd like to talk about is the power of curiosity. To me, there is nothing more important than curiosity. I told Joe on the flight over to Hyderabad that I once developed a model for HR people that I called the magic triangle. Curiosity, flexibility, and ambition is what can get you anywhere in life. So why is curiosity so important? Because curiosity comes from you, from within. Like, I have a 7-year-old at home who believes that the world's made of math and there's nothing greater than math. Like, I don't have to tell her anything in order to incite or feed that curiosity. It comes from her, okay? So that is the state that's called intrinsic motivation, if you've ever heard that word. Now, some kids and some subjects that you feel you're good at, you have that. You're like, oh yeah, cool. You know, today we do math. Let's go for it. Today we do, I love science, right? And then there's one you dread, and you're like, yeah, no. Okay? And that attitude also shapes your learning, because it sends your brain signals. And then, even though you're well-regulated, your brain still thinks, yeah, no, not today. Not open for business, okay? So understanding how that works is very important as well. Now, this all is only part of the picture, because there's one element, and that's one of the things why I like the SED program so much, is that it includes the parents. Why? Because your parents can support you, not in the sense of putting pressure on you, but in the sense of understanding you better, so that they can help you and your learning and support you along the way. And that is something that, because I'm also a family counselor, that is something that we're also going to do as part of the program. So these were just some brief snapshots into a few things that I have designed for this program, and more to follow potentially later, which is why I'd like to close here by saying the science really leaves us with the following things. Every brain can change. Every student can grow. And every mind holds more potential than we often recognize, even in those dreaded subjects like languages. I found out about that today. Not for me, I love languages, but I understand, not every subject is your favorite. So the question really at the end of the day is not who is smart, but who has the right conditions to learn. Okay? In particular, in the ones that you dread a little bit, which we all have had. Because if we can create those conditions, calm, curiosity, and belief in growth, then we don't just improve education, we transform lives. And that's a story worth telling. Thank you.
Children, big round of applause, please. Yes? Array. Okay, so we are going to play with the mic up and down because I'm short for the mic and they're too tall. Okay, so thank you so much, Jacqueline, for highlighting such an essential dimension of education. Please give her a big round of applause. Children, I hope you all are able to understand. I'm seeing you guys, you children, you're scratching your head and all, something. Okay, children, let me tell you all one more thing. Apart from languages as usual important. They have addressed in Hindi and Telugu as Srinesh so has already addressed. But at the end, you need to write your exams in English. Apart from that, you all are very lucky enough. Why? Because she is for mental health and well-being. So nowadays, people, nobody's focusing. Y'all are beginners, and y'all are very lucky that, you know, we have come upon with one more subject. Don't take it as a subject, but it's like a mental health, which y'all are supposed to be focused on. Girls especially have a little soft corner, because boys, they have been taught to be emotionally strong, but girls, you'll need to be really emotional strong. First thing I would like to say is there is nothing wrong if you're not mentally stable, or you're facing any emotional intelligence problem. Okay, y'all can be very clear, y'all can be upfront, y'all can be outspoken, and you can directly go to your teachers and speak about them. Do not think that mental intelligence is somebody telling you're mad, kya tum pagal ho gaye ho? What we say, and we make a big taboo about mental health. But trust me, this is a major issue, and it is, I think, 60 or 70% now it's India, it is. But because it's been a taboo in India, y'all are not taking care of mental health. Second, forget about the people around you. When you're sick, you're feeling emotionless, or things, there are many things in your heart you're unable to share, y'all can just reach out to your teachers. Yes? Am I clear? Yes, I hope now. I'm just giving just a brief description about it, nothing more than that, with no lectures and all. That is not my thing. But yes, you all need to take care of mental health. When you're mentally stable and strong, then only you will be able to give your exams like English language, mathematics, neuroscience, whatever. Because what happens is once you're prepared with everything, because you feel that pressure, parents, obviously, they give us pressure for, you know, you need to get 100 out of 100. 80 marks are also sometimes not sufficient for them. So yes, you go blank in the exam, right? This is because you all are not mentally strong. You'll start crying, I have seen. And even my sis was one among them. So I am aware of all these things. Children, please take this as a golden opportunity. And once we are done with the program and this event, please ask as many questions as you all can, either separately or in a group. Do not think here, many of you all think that what the opposite person is thinking. Oh my God, will they spread the news? Trust me, your words, whatever your gossip is just like a newspaper. Yesterday's news, nobody remembers. What happened last year, nobody remembers. It's like it's been overhyped. So whatever questions you'll have, whatever you're going through or facing in your life, please, this is a very important thing. Childhood is something where you can make yourself emotionally strong, your base strong, your foundation strong. Do not be in that dilemma or something that once we are done with education, maybe we go in corporate, we start learning English. No, the selection is also based on your communication skills. Okay? So yes, children, I hope I have taken too long, more than ma'am. Please give her a big round of applause once again. And I would like to welcome Joseph Salzo with the Masters Engineering and Management in Aerospace from the University of Orléans City in France. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Ma'am, again, ma'am.
Yep, sounds good. Namaste, everybody. Thank you, esteemed guests and young students, for attending the launch of our amazing product. My name is Joseph Salazar, and I would like to inspire you a little bit with a talk about opportunity and my blessed journey. I grew up in the Florida Keys, a small chain of islands on the southern tip of Florida in the United States. People there are not supposed to do anything. They're not supposed to achieve anything other than play in the sand and the beach, drink cold beverages, and go fishing. Actually, that does sound like fun, right? But I was blessed during my years of secondary school by teachers and counselors who provided me the opportunity to attend various universities during my summer breaks from school, including Florida State University and Clemson University. It was there where I received an early introduction into the wonders of STEM, right? You know what STEM stands for? Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I learned many courses in those subjects when I was there. This led me to a degree in aerospace engineering and later in an advanced degree in engineering management. It wasn't easy, but I learned how to solve problems and how to apply sound problem-solving techniques to any field in any industry and wherever the problems may occur. This gave me the confidence to accept any task or challenge brought upon me. My first experience was in flight simulators, where I worked with complex simulation training devices, both in civilian and military fields, and in aircraft and helicopters. Eventually, this would lead to a position as the lead engineer for the flight simulation fleet of the United States Coast Guard. It was also during this time that I developed a passion for training and education and for passing my knowledge to the next generation. Then I saw an opportunity and transitioned to naval architecture. I became part of a simulation-based design team that helped build a fleet of US warships, some of which are currently involved in the latest conflict. This was challenging work, but it was also very rewarding personally. I was able to work directly with college students and help make an impact on their future careers. It was during this time that I became involved in a crane simulator design project, and that's where I saw another opportunity to advance training techniques in the oil and gas field. The traditional training approach I saw was lacking. Instructors would give students thick manuals, just drop them on the table, and I could see that the students would just glaze over and just lose complete focus and attention and lose any ability to retain what they learned. So I transitioned fully to oil and gas and helped introduce crane and oil drilling simulators to the industry. I helped open a simulation-focused training center in Houston, Texas. I also developed high-speed telemetry systems which helped bring about the oil shale boom in North America, using advanced directional drilling techniques that could target oil reserves kilometers underground with pinpoint accuracy. So I've worked and helped train students with aircraft that fly kilometers in the air, naval vessels on the ocean surface, and oil rigs that reach many kilometers deep underground. That's just about everywhere on this planet. Now I find that I have come full circle, and I am blessed to have the opportunity to work with Mr. Shrinesh and the SED team. I'm very excited to help the next generation of bright minds by inspiring them with interesting stories and insights on STEM topics, along with my experiences, and bridging your natural intelligence with the neurosciences approach described today, so that you may have the confidence and the ability to solve the current and future challenges impacting our world. And to the students here today, I say, take advantage of that opportunity so you too may be blessed in your future as I was. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please give a big round of applause. I hope nobody's sleeping now. Everybody are active. Yes, last but not the least, it's my honor to invite Ms. Seema Bhopana, Director of Sri Chaitanya Educational Institution, a respected leader in the education space. She has played a vital role in shaping academic excellence and institutional growth. Please welcome her with a big round of applause. Maneka, can I have you here? Yes.
Good morning, everybody. First, let me welcome the press and our guests to Hyderabad and press to this press conference. First, I would like to thank SED team for being here. Mr. Shrinesh was introduced to me a few weeks ago, and they invited me to the launch in Delhi, which happened a few days ago. And they are extending an invitation to the team to come down to Hyderabad because I found the product very interesting. And I would like to thank them to, for taking up on the offer. So, మీకు తెలిసిందే అండి, Sri Chaitanya 40 years history undi, and we have 10 lakh students in our system every year. And Sri Chaitanya lo me nammedi entante, no student should be left behind. Every student deserves an equal opportunity, and every student is equally important. And ikkada me parent teacher partnership we believe strongly andi. మన దగ్గర 8 hours ఉంటే 8-9 hours స్కూల్లో పేరెంట్ ఇంట్లో కూడా రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ తీసుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది బికాజ్ దే స్పెండ్ కన్సిడరబుల్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ అవర్స్ అట్ హోమ్ యాజ్ వెల్. కానీ మేము ఇక్కడ ఫేస్ చేసే స్ట్రగుల్ ఏంటంటే క్లాస్ రూమ్లో ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ అండ్ సెకండ్ గ్రేడ్స్లో అంటే మదర్ టీచర్స్ ఉంటారు, ఒక్కొక్క టీచర్ స్టూడెంట్స్తో 5-6 hours కంటిన్యూస్గా స్పెండ్ చేస్తారు కాబట్టి అబ్జర్వేషన్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. కానీ థర్డ్ గ్రేడ్ నుంచి ప్రతి సబ్జెక్ట్కి డిఫరెంట్ టీచర్ వెళ్తారు, ఒక్కొక్క టీచర్ 1 hour a day కంటే ఎక్కువ స్పెండ్ చేయలేరు స్టూడెంట్తో, అండ్ క్లాస్లో 35-40 స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉంటారు. సో ఎంత ట్రై చేసినా కూడా మేము టీచర్ని ఎంత ట్రైన్ చేసినా, టీచింగ్ మెథడాలజీ సైకాలజీ మీద ఎంత ట్రైన్ చేసినా కూడా ఆ టైం స్పెండ్ చేయలేరు. కాబట్టి ఆ స్టూడెంట్ థాట్ ప్రాసెస్ ఎట్లా ఉంది, మైండ్ ఎట్లా వర్క్ అవుతుంది అని వాళ్ళకి అర్థం కావట్లేదు. And the same problem is faced by the parent at home, whether it be lack of time or lack of knowledge in this area. The parent is also getting lost. ఇప్పుడు స్టూడెంట్స్కి మార్క్స్ తక్కువ వచ్చినాయి అంటే ఏమి ఎర్రర్ చేస్తున్నారు, దేంట్లో మార్క్స్ తగ్గుతున్నాయి అని చూస్తున్నాం, కానీ దాంట్లో ప్రాక్టీస్ ఇవ్వగలుగుతున్నాం, కానీ ఆ థాట్ ప్రాసెస్ ఎట్లా ఉంది, ఎట్లా ఆలోచించటం వల్ల ఆ క్వశ్చన్ తప్పు వచ్చింది అనేది ఎవరికి అర్థం కావట్లేదు. So that is where SED comes in. So we are very excited about this. ఎప్పుడైతే ఆ టీచర్కి ఆ స్టూడెంట్ ఎట్లా మైండ్ ఎట్లా వర్క్ అవుతుంది అనే నాలెడ్జ్ వచ్చిందో, పేరెంట్కి ఆ నాలెడ్జ్ ఇవ్వగలుగుతున్నామో, అప్పుడు వీ కెన్ డూ వండర్స్ విత్ ద స్టూడెంట్ అండి. అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ అవర్ హోప్. సో వీఆర్ వెరీ ఎక్సైటెడ్ టు వర్క్ విత్ SED in this. And today we are going to sign an MOU with them. And I'm pretty sure we'll work wonders. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So she was Mrs. Seema Bhopana, man. Chaitanya name itself tells no student will be left behind. They focus on every student. I think children are already aware about Chaitanya school colleges. And thank you for your valuable words. Please give her a big round of applause. Yes, I hope now everybody are getting confidence. Yes, and now we move to a very significant moment of collaboration. We will be witnessing the exchange of an MOU between SED and Sri Chaitanya Educational Institution, a partnership that marks the beginning of large-scale transformation in education delivery. So may I request the dignitaries to kindly come forward for the MOU exchange. Yes, all are here. You all can begin. And photographers, aapka time hai. You all can click the pictures as much as you can. There's a pause. I mean, you can just say 2 to 5 minutes of break because they are having MOU between SED and Sri Chaitanya Educational Institution. And photographers, y'all can click the pictures also. There's a pause for 2 minutes. Children, just wait. Y'all can also relax. Okay? You cannot go. Please be in your places, or y'all can just chill. Yes. Yeah, please. Yes. We'd like to invite all the AGMs also. Please. Everybody, please give big round of applause. Yes, అందరూ గట్టిగా క్లాప్స్ కొట్టండి. మీ భాషలో సీమా మ్యామ్ అంత మంచిగా మాట్లాడుతున్నా మీరు క్లాప్స్ ఇవ్వలేదు. ఎందుకు అట్లా? మేడంకి కొంచెం ఎంకరేజ్మెంట్ చేయాలి కదా. Yes, everybody keep giving a big round of applause. This is a really big, very moment for them, for y'all, for everybody. Yes. I should hear the voice. I think now it's complete good morning. You all are out of this festival. Yes. Please give a big round of applause. We're almost done. Yes, children? Yes, thank you so much. So this partnership symbolizes a shared vision to empower students with intelligence-driven learning. And now, yes, thank you so much. Please give a big round of applause. And now I would like to call upon Seema Bopana Garu once again. She's going to address you all. Some special addressing, ma'am. Done? Nothing more to say? Okay. Fine, please give a big round of applause. Everybody, we are done, but not done for the day. We have something special. We have a special approach and the conclusion of this formal segment. Yes, children, I don't want you all to go, so that is why I'm going on speaking. That's the only thing. please. Don't worry, we will be open for the floor for brief press interaction. Yes, please. కొంచెం 5 నిమిషాలు, please. Last 5 minutes, please. అందరూ కూర్చోండి. I request all the press. బాగానే వచ్చు, నేర్చుకోవాలి కదా. Yes. I request all the media people, the media partners, please. Oh God. Ritika. మెల్లగా మెల్లగా ప్లీజ్ ప్లీజ్ ప్లీజ్. Hello, hello. I request all the dignitaries, everybody. नहीं कुछ.
not only the school environment, but also the home environment and the student itself. The student, the male or female student, whatever the situation may be. What I also love is the fact that the topics that I cover, that is emotional literacy, they are very often not taken sufficiently into account. The mental health, the well-being that needs to be there in order for learning to even happen in the first place. Understanding how our bodies work on a very simple level, how our brains work, the preferences that we might have in order to enhance our own learning is a prerequisite for reaching our full potential.
Thank you.
Engineering and mathematics, but I'm here to provide a real-world example of how those subjects can help them in the real world in any field. I hope to inspire the students in India by showing them and telling them stories about the world and showing them how their hard work can lead to success in their future.
Thank you.
నమస్కారం అండి. ఇది కొన్ని దశాబ్దాల నుంచి ఉన్న ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ పీపుల్ని అనుభవజ్ఞులు అయిన వాళ్ళని మనం ఇండియాకి తీసుకొచ్చి ఇండియన్ పిల్లలకి కొన్ని లక్షల కోట్ల మంది పిల్లలు ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఎలా పాఠ్యాంశాలు ఎలా నేర్చుకోవాలనే దాని మీద చాలా స్ట్రగుల్ అవుతారు. క్లాస్ రూమ్లో ఒక టీచర్ ఒక విధంగా చెప్తారు, 40 మంది స్టూడెంట్స్ 40 రకాలుగా అర్థం చేసుకుంటారు. సో అర్థం చేసుకునే ప్యాటర్న్ ఏంటనేది మేము కనిపెట్టాము. ఆ ప్యాటర్న్లో వాళ్ళకి ఏం నేర్పిస్తే వాళ్ళు మళ్ళీ స్కూల్లో బెటర్గా టీచర్ చెప్పేది వాళ్ళకి బాగా అర్థమవుతుంది అనేది మనం స్టూడెంట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ డయాగ్నాస్టిక్స్ ద్వారా చెప్పగలుగుతున్నామండి. దీనివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే టీచర్ చెప్పేది పిల్లలకు బాగా అర్థమవుతుంది. పేరెంట్స్ పిల్లల్ని అనవసరమైన ప్రెషర్కి లోన్ చేయరు. పిల్లలు ఎలా నేర్చుకోగలుగుతున్నారు అనే ప్యాటర్న్ పేరెంట్స్కి కూడా అర్థమవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఎక్కువ మనకి ప్రోగ్రెస్ రిపోర్ట్లో మార్క్స్ చూసి మీకు మార్క్స్ రావట్లేదు అంటారు, కానీ దేనికి ఆ మార్క్స్ రావట్లేదు అనేది స్టూడెంట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ డయాగ్నాస్టిక్స్ ద్వారా అర్థమవుతుంది. ఇది న్యూరలాజికల్ సైంటిఫికల్ అనాలిసిస్, కొన్ని వేల పేపర్స్ రీసెర్చ్ పేపర్స్ అన్నీ డాక్యుమెంట్ చేసి దాని నుంచి ఆల్గరిథమ్స్ బిల్డ్ చేశామండి. ఆ ఆల్గరిథమ్స్ వల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే మనం కొన్ని చిన్న క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతాం పిల్లాన్ని, న్యూరలాజికల్లీ బ్రెయిన్లో ఆ క్వశ్చన్కి ఉన్న ఆన్సర్ని ఎలా థింక్ చేస్తున్నాడు, ఎలా ఆలోచించి మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాడు అనే దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకుని దానికి రెమీడియల్ ప్లాన్స్ చెప్తామండి. ఈ రెమీడియల్ ప్లాన్స్ అన్ని ట్యూషన్స్ లాగా ఉండవు, మనమేమి దాంట్లో పాఠ్యాంశాలు ఏం చెప్పము, వాళ్ళ బ్రెయిన్ని అన్వైర్ చేస్తున్నాము, ఎడ్యుకేషన్ని ఎమోషనల్గా కనెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. సో దీనివల్ల ఏంటంటే అంత ఎకోసిస్టమ్ పేరెంట్స్ కానీ టీచర్స్ కానీ పిల్లలు కానీ అంత హ్యాపీ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్స్ బిల్డ్ అవుతాయండి. ఇది ఒక స్కూల్కి ఇంటికి మధ్యలో ఒక ప్లేస్ని క్రియేట్ చేస్తామండి. ఎక్కడైతే పేరెంట్స్, అమ్మా నాన్నలు, టీచర్స్, స్కూల్స్
Okay, ready. So comparing to today's education in India, what difference makes this diagnosis bring in India?
This is that it's asking students to take their fundamental knowledge and do something with it. So instead of just focusing on doing proper scores for an exam, asking students to take that knowledge and solve problems, be curious, and to meet challenges to solve the world's problems today.
And level, students are getting more forced on their homeworks and classworks, etc. and presentation. Will the same pressure will be in this diagnosis, or else it will be in an easy way?
Right, this diagnosis is pressure-free. It's all about asking students to give their true answers so that we can get a real picture of where they are. So there is no pressure, no stress, there's no grade on this diagnostic.
So what exactly you are planning to make future better in India?
What will make the future better is having students do something with their deep, deep knowledge. The students in India are very smart, they are very hard workers, and what we want to give them the opportunity to do is to take some of that pressure off and use their learning to do amazing things.
That's really a biggest compliment that our Indian students are much more better. That's really a big
They're
compliment.
very impressive,
Thank you.
yes.
And what you're going to enjoy in Hyderabad, especially?
And this program is continuous process during the year, and by the end of the program, ఇంకొక assessment జరుగుతుంది, and then we can clearly see the difference. ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ముందు ఎట్లా స్టూడెంట్ అనలిటికల్గా ఎట్లా ఉన్నారు, ఎలా ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు అనేది, ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ తర్వాత ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ వల్ల చేంజ్ ఎట్లా అయిందనే కూడా వీల్ బి ఏబుల్ టు అసెస్. At the same time, ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ని as it's happening, they can implement in their classroom learning as well. And we will involve the parent also and make the parent understand ఎట్లా స్టూడెంట్ ఎందుకు తప్పు చేస్తున్నారు, మనం ఇంట్లో ఎట్లా హెల్ప్ చేయొచ్చు అని చెప్పి పేరెంట్ హెల్ప్ కూడా తీసుకుంటామండి. సో ఇట్స్ అ వండర్ఫుల్ టూల్ టు ఎన్హాన్స్ ద ఛాన్సెస్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టూడెంట్ టు బీ సక్సెస్ఫుల్, మోర్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ ఇన్ ఫ్యూచర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
I love the variety of experiences that Chandra has, but I'm still very thrilled.
Madam, please.
People offered me pizza and pasta, and I said, no, I'm here for the real deal. I want to sample all kinds of Indian food. I had some outstanding chicken, butter chicken, right, it's called, in Delhi. And yesterday I got to sample some of the local kitchen in Hyderabad. I love the cheese balls. I could dive into that. And there was a lot of other stuff. It's all been very, very good. And I love Indian cuisine before coming here, but the experience here obviously makes it a lot more authentic. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Well, this time I'm actually not coming.
So Hello. Hello. చెప్పమ్మా.
Can I have all the dignitaries on the dais, please, so that we can represent with the mementos? Okay, we are presenting the mementos. The first memento I would like to call upon Mrs. Seema, ma'am on the dais, please. Let's invite Ms. Seema Bopana, Director of Sri Chaitanya Educational Institution, and the memento is being presented by Mr. Srinesh Garu. Please give a big round of applause. Next, I would like you can give the memento to Joseph Salazar. Please give him a big round of applause, the Master's Engineer and Management in Aerospace from the University of New Orleans. Next two I can call either ways. Both are my favorites. You can present the memento to Jacqueline M. Clem, the Mental Health and Wellbeing Specialist from Frankfurt University. Please give a big round of applause. And next, in a very simple words, she's none other than Ashley, the English language teacher, okay, CEO of Student Education Diagnostics. Please give her a big round of applause. Thank you, Srinesh Garu, for presenting the mementos. Thank you so much. Eric. Okay. So yes, Eric, can I have Mr. Eric on the dais? Please give a big round of applause. It's been add-on. Please give him a big round of applause. Please come on the dais for presenting Mr. Eric. I do understand he hasn't spoken anything. I think so. Would you like to speak something, a few words? Please, little bit of your introduction, please. Oh, yeah. Sridhar Garu, please. Please, can I have you on stage, please? Please welcome Sridhar Garu with a big round of applause, please. All are standing so silently. I have handed over the mic. You all can just speak one line at least. In case if we are not running out of time, then you all can. Yeah, if we can, Eric, I really want his introduction, actually, Eric. Nothing.
Yeah, sure. So very excited to be here at the launch. And I think it's very exciting for all of the learners that we're switching the focus from just grades and marks and switching it more to where the student is the orientation of the curriculum. So very excited to be part of this, and very excited to avail as many learners as we can of fun, engaged, effective learning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you so much. And yes, please give a big round of applause. With this, we come to an end. I hope you are done with the photographs, press, everything. Is anything left out, please? Yes, I hope everybody got the pictures. Yes? Yes. Okay, yeah. Done. Group pictures, solo pictures, individual pictures. Yes, they will be having and okay.